This just in, ZZZ dev notes have dropped and your boy is live reacting to all of this going on. So everything that you're hearing right now is my initial reaction to everything that is dropping for ZZZ in 2.4. And of course, if you like the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next ZZZ video comes out. And of course, leave a comment about what you think about these dev notes. Don't forget to check out my sponsor, GamerSupps. Use code Tystra for 10% off of your purchase. The gluten-free, keto-friendly, zero calories, zero carb energy drink is just for you, and I swear to God, you're gonna love it. Get yourself some. Let me know in the comments down below if you buy any. But without any further delay, let's dive into these dev notes. Now, again, as I just said, we got about 5 pages, and it's going to be my live reaction to this. Well, not live, but, you know, my reaction to everything going on. Like, I have not read through this just yet. These just dropped as of 11 minutes ago. So, let's go ahead and dive in. Like a direction or aim, we got you. Version 2.4 will be the turning point in the story as Sarah rushes towards the creator and Yi Shi-yun makes his entrance. Season 2's climax approaches. So it looks like this is going to be the end of Season 2, quote-unquote, or of the main story, which means that we're probably going to get a couple patches of side stories. But yeah, I'm very excited. The story has been pretty good. I would say still Season 1 story I liked a lot more, but it all depends on how this is going to go, right? I want to see what the ending is going to be like and what's going to happen. The main stories, or the main storyline's objectives will become clearer, and more mysteries about the deaths of Lemnian Hollow will be gradually unveiled. Narrative structure feels familiar. Characters popping up out of nowhere. We've heard you loud and clear. Plot. This is in essence of, or not in essence. This is in, I think, in regards to the Lucia Yidhari debate, where people were freaking out and being like, "Why is Minato getting an A rank and not, or instead of an S rank? You know, why are we getting unknowns?" And I get the argument to a degree, but at the same time, like, everybody switched around as soon as Lucia was dropped. So I find that extremely hilarious. That's just me. But the converging storyline's design structure aims to let players witness the growth of various characters, ultimately taking the stage together. In the future, we will deeply integrate narrative with gameplay to provide more diverse and exciting plot experiences. So basically what they're saying is they're going to go ahead and try and bring in the new characters a little bit quicker. Get to know new friends early. Since version 1.6, we've been focusing on long-term character development and integration with special attention to key characters' highlight moments. For example, in 2.4, Yi Shungyung will gradually get acquainted with the proxies, revealing untold stories, which is the character that I believe was right here, if I remember correctly. This is the one that freaked out about us calling them senior. So, well, not freaked out in a bad way, but was like super happy. Will our old pals be left forgotten? Where'd the initial story go? Worry not. Old friends are always here. While everyone has their own social circles, they'll continue to appear in the proxies' lives and showcase new sides of themselves through the main storyline and events like Venus' new look in the version 2.0 Gravity Cinema event. Okay, so basically just saying they're not going to forget old characters. They're going to continue the storyline. So this is like, Death Note's really cool, but this is like more like of a Q&A, which I really do like. But I was hoping so far that we get some interesting tidbits. But so far, it's not to say that it's not interesting, but I guess it's more so to say that while this is great, it's not really given too much except for the climax of the next or of season 2. Initial story. The main story will have an increased relevance to the AI plot line, and Internet will be regularly updated. Okay, cool. I like that. Moving on to page 2. New shops are finally here for real. The 404 Error Live House making its debut soon along with familiar faces in front of the 6th Street Metro Station. The antique shop Bouillon in Valley. Dude, I always have a hard time pronouncing these names, man. Feilum Heights will all be featured in due time. The Hot Pot restaurant will also officially open before season 2 ends. So we're going to get nice little shops. I'm guessing the Hot Pot place will probably take place of the ramen shop or maybe the coffee shop maybe. But I suspect the coffee shop's not going to go anywhere. Version 2.5 brings more updates to sandbox exploration. So we're getting the hint of 2.5. It'll be related to Yi Shungyung's abilities. Okay, so this basically confirms that Yi Shungyung is going to be the 2.5 character. So, which makes sense because they put out 3 new characters, and one, like, well, they put out 3 new characters in 2.3's live stream, so and the other 2 were already announced, so it makes sense that this would be 2.5. Map and gameplay integration will attempt to better integrate certain monster skills with the stages and environments to enrich your gaming experience. Okay, so it means that just more map and more monsters are going to work well with the map. So, all right. And then enhanced exploration experience. Perception techniques will have more applications, plus Kind Bang Boo will help you with treasure detection. With exploration side quests and new IP collectibles, it's an immersion level upgrade. Main story progression seamlessly integrates with map exploration, letting you collect rewards while completing missions. I like that. I think that that's actually a good addition. Makes it a little bit easier while you're going around to collect stuff, and having the Bang Boo like kind of point out that there's going to be treasure nearby will actually be a wanted help in my personal opinion. Page 3 here, diverse game modes, keeping the positives of casual gameplay while improving on our shortcomings. Filtering out promising gameplay mechanics for further innovation. Striving for excellence, highly reviewed gameplay modes will be iteratively, am I saying that right, or am I just dumb? Iteratively optimized, adding more content to deliver a consistently premium experience. So I do think that with them putting this game mode out there with the camera and all that, I think there's a chance that they're probably going to make the camera gameplay more permanent, I guess, as a possibility, but who knows? That'd be pretty cool. I like being able to, you know, take pictures every once in a while I'm in battle, but I haven't really tried too much outside of that event. Hollow Zero is getting a massive upgrade. Ooh, okay. Integrating combat and exploration to create a gameplay experience with enhanced immersion and progression loops. Venture into the Hollow, gather resources, and grow stronger. So we know that Hollow Zero is getting an upgrade, and I like that because Hollow Zero seems to be the one that I go back to a lot. So cool. Awesome. Multiplayer gameplay is back and better than ever. In multiplayer mode, players in a team can now jointly unleash the iconic chain attacks together. So wait, are they saying that like you could go into like grinding with your friends maybe? Is that going to be a thing? I would love that. I think that'd be so good. Like bring the multiplayer in, please. Please and thank you. I think that would be so much fun, and it would like again, I want to preface this. I want people to understand outside of the endgame stuff, ZZZ is a very easy game in my personal opinion. Endgame stuff aside, right? Endgame is challenging. However, the normal game mode is just very easy to like destroy everything. I beat everything in like 15 seconds. However, I would like the ability to help out either viewers of mine or, you know, help out friends, right? So there's that. More features, additional exciting mechanics will be added, making the multiplayer experience something to look forward to. I am looking forward to that. I think that's a wonderful thing to add in there. Combat level up. Missing your favorite characters? Threshold Simulation is the solution. Hold on. The new gameplay mode, Threshold Simulation, is designed to let the more veteran characters shine and thrive, and will continue to polish and provide a stage for them. Okay, so either Threshold Simulation is going to be a massive endgame for old characters, or it's going to be kind of like Hollow Zero endgame, where you have to use older characters. Maybe trials? That'd be cool, because then it would give people an understanding of like how the old characters work, especially since they're constantly improving the old characters. I think that that's a wonderful thing to add to it. Worried about standard character power levels? Combat interactions too simple? Version 2.5 brings enhanced optimization. Version 2.5 will feature specific power-ups for standard characters? Ooh, okay. Oh man, that's gonna be so cool. So that means like probably baseline characters like the S ranks like Coletta, Grace, Rena, stuff like that. Bro, they're talking about some really good stuff right now. I'm actually very stoked. Oh my god. They're actually going to buff like a bunch of older characters. I feel like in the next update they're going to do that. Either 2.4 or 2.5. And then the last one, increasing ease of gameplay. Welcome aboard, everyone. Old veterans or fresh new faces, we're all family here. New players, we're always welcoming new players by helping newcomers progress faster through the early game and making the game more accessible. And for veteran players in version 2.4, Suibian Temple's management welcomes a one-click AFK feature, freeing up your time, ether battery quick swap, disk drive substat selection, and in combat damage compilation will all be available in 2.5. Hold on. I need to reread that for a second. In version 2.4, Suibien Temple's management welcomes a one-click AFK feature, freeing up your time. Ether battery quick sweep, drive disc substat selection, and in combat damage compilation will all be available in 2.5. Okay, so obviously we know the one-click AFK feature is probably meaning you could click and it just resets everything easily for you. Ether battery quick sweep. Now, this is tricky I kind of want to know what that is going to be like. But we all know disk drive substat selection is going to be insanely good for grinding. Now, granted, it's going to be behind, like, obviously, a certain material that you get from, like, the Battle Pass, which sucks, but it's still there. It's still there, and I'm glad that it's finally coming to the game. But in combat damage compilation, does that mean that it's going to compile all the damage you've done with your characters? That's going to be sick. Okay, dude, 2.4 and 2.5 look like it's going to be really cool. Getting the multiplayer is going to be really sick, and then having a substat selector in 2.5 is dope. And again, they've already confirmed that Yi Xuanyun is going to be the character in 2.5, it looks like. So that's also very cool as well. I'm very excited for what's to come in ZZZ. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you excited for 2.4 and 2.5 of ZZZ? Love to hear your comments down below. And of course, as always, that's going to be it. Love you guys to death, and we will see you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.